Hello there, Croeso and welcome. I'm Shadow Lummox and today I'm back on Wreckfest to do the weekly challenge for the solo tournament. But first I do want to just go through a few things. If you want to just skip ahead to me doing this week's challenge, the demolition attack, then the time frame for that is on the screen now. But I've seen a lot of negativity about this solo tournament. And normally, with the Wreckfest tournaments, the scores are set by the community. So once a certain number of people have taken part, the top 10% will get gold, the top 30% will get silver, and the top 70% will get bronze. But that does mean every single tournament, there's 30% of the players who take part who won't get anything. And the reason this isn't confirmed, this is just a guess on my part. I'd like to think an educated guess. But for any new player coming in, and this is an old game, it's been out since 2014. I've been playing it myself since 2018. So any new player that comes in, wants to take part in any of these tournaments, do you think they had any chance against someone with the experience that I've got, using myself as an example? Any of you been watching these videos for long enough that I've been making will know that, well, I always get gold, as we can see here. It's been a while since I haven't been able to get gold, and surprisingly a winter challenge. But since then, just a steady set of golds for these tournaments. Any new player is not going to be able to compete. They're going to be probably part of that 30% of the player base that don't get anything for these tournament challenges, and that's a little bit unfair considering that some of the best cars in the game, in fact, where is it? The best car in the game, the Hammerhead RS, is exclusive as a tournament store reward, which you need fame points for. Yes, the new players can do these daily challenges to get themselves fame points, but nowhere near as many as they'll get for achieving a gold on one of these tournament weekly and seasonal challenges. So if it is only going to be a 2-week thing, I'm quite happy for Bugbear to cater to the newer players. So with that being said, we'll get now on to the actual weekly challenge, the demolition attack. So here we are at the mall, the demolition arena, and the aim of the game here is to wreck as many as possible to get as high a score as possible. On the settings, I actually do something a little different. Keep ABS, traction control and stability control as I normally do, but I put the gears back into automatic only because you're only using first and second gear at the most. It's just easier, especially if you ever need to use reverse. And what you're trying to do is you want to keep your multiplier ticking over by constantly hitting other cars, slamming them, T-bones, rear-ending, and you need to be hitting the cars pretty consistently. So what you'll see me doing is I'm resetting myself a lot. Instead of wasting time rushing around the level, or if I'm stuck in the middle of a load of cars, I'll just reset and get another clean run. It's where most of the skill will come from for this challenge, knowing how or when to reset yourself, when there's no point in just chasing cars around. You can see I occasionally do it, but most of the time I just reset, drive off, make sure I hit someone, use that moment where I basically stopped to reset myself. If you ever see speed too high appear on the screen, it means I've been pressing the reset button, but it won't let you reset when you're traveling too fast. So you want to try and time it for those moments when you know you're going to lose your momentum and lose your speed. And just keep going, keep resetting. One thing to be aware of, the damage is set quite high for your own car. On these challenges, you can usually just get away with just ramming into people as much as possible. But as I started getting close to the end, I noticed that I was losing a lot of acceleration, a lot of turning, and pretty much for the last minute, all I'm doing is just resetting and pretty much driving in a straight line because that's all I can really do. And at this point then, with 47 seconds to go, I hit the score high enough to get gold. And as you can see, I still had a decent multiplier. I keep resetting, keep making contact with the AI cars, just keeping that multiplier ticking up. So then by the time you get to the last minute, that's when you start building up your score. So don't get disheartened if, said 2 minutes in, you still haven't got a gold score. That's par for the course. You just keep going, keep wrecking, keep smashing into people. As long as you've kept that multiplier ticking up, then that gold will come to you in no time. And because this is the solo challenge, you're not competing against the scores that the community will have set, so it shouldn't take too many runs for you to be able to get a score good enough to get gold. The only things you've got to watch out for are moments like these where you're just chasing cars around but you're not hitting anything, so you just lose your multiplier. Those instances, just restart and try again. So persevere, good luck, diolch, and thank you for watching.